On this episode of He Said, She Said Movie Reviews, we take a look at the movie Black and Blue, written by Peter A. Dowling and directed by Deon Taylor. Welcome to He Said, She Said Movie Reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie tastes take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
Okay, so we went and saw Black and Blue. I give this movie 4 stars, and April gives it?
I'm going to go with you there, actually. I'm going to give it 4 stars.
We'll tell you all about it right after these 2 trailers.
The first one was Midway, the story of the Battle of Midway told by the leaders and the sailors who fought it. Release date is November 8th, 2019. Woody Harrelson, Patrick Wilson, and Luke Evans.
This movie really is an ensemble cast. There's a lot of people in it. I'm really excited about this because I've always loved aviation, and the Battle of Midway was a aviation battle. Yes, it was a naval battle, but it was a lot of flying, and the flying special effects look really good in this movie. So the second movie that we saw a trailer for is for Richard Jewell. This is about the American security guard, Richard Jewell, who heroically saves thousands of lives from an exploding bomb at the 1986 Olympics in Atlanta, but is unjustly vilified by journalists and the press who falsely report that he is a terrorist. This has a release date of December 13th, 2019. It stars Paul Walter Hauser, Olivia Wilde, and Sam Rockwell. This looks interesting, and being that we live here in Atlanta and know all about Olympic Park and everything, I'm anxious to see this. So Black and Blue.
All righty. Tim, you want to talk about the storyline?
Sure, I'll talk about the storyline. This is a movie about a rookie police officer who's just back from Afghanistan, 2 tours in Afghanistan, and she's in New Orleans, and she has to balance her identity as a black woman with her role as a police officer when she witnesses other police officers committing murder.
Okay, the director was Deon Taylor. He's known for The Intruder, Traffic, and Meet the Blacks. The writer was Peter A. Dowling. He's known for Flight Plan, Sacrifice, and Reasonable Doubt.
This movie has a pretty decent cast. Naomie Harris, Mike Colter, Frank Grillo, Reid Scott, Tyrese Gibson, Nafessa Williams, Beau Knapp, and James Moses Black.
Yeah, it was a great cast. The runtime was 108 minutes. It's rated R for violence and language.
I don't necessarily know that it really deserved that R rating. I kind of almost a PG-13 movie to me, but I really enjoyed this movie. Now, both of us did, obviously. We both give it 4 stars. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to say that Naomie Harris did an amazing job. I think that I related so much to her character. She just wanted people to be the change in this world.
And if you don't know who Naomie Harris is, she's the actress who's been playing Moneypenny in all the latest James Bond movies. And she was also in Rampage with Dwayne Johnson. So,
yeah, she is a phenomenal actress. I thought she did great.
I did too. This is her first leading role, and I think she did really well, and I think she's gonna have a long movie career.
Yeah, and this movie, just the whole cast, the acting, the decisions they made, how and where they filmed, just it really was believable. Unfortunately, the corruption as well as the racism that still exists. It's just as hard as it is to watch, it's important for people to see.
Yeah, this is a movie that I'm going to be thinking about a lot for the next few days. It really, it has a strong message. It's about the theme and tone. It's about right versus wrong and about loyalty and where your loyalties lie. I thought they did a really good job with this movie. Once again, 4 stars. I mean, it's really worth seeing. Especially if you like cop movies. I mean,
right. And also, too, the movie is just like Tim mentioned, you'll be thinking about it for days after. And the current world we're living in, too. I just love, again, her character is it was just great to watch her, how she handled everything that was incredibly dark and difficult.
And she had a very interesting story arc throughout the movie too. Her going from being this cop to what's right versus what's wrong and what you need to do. I thought, once again, this is a really good movie. I thought the direction was great. There was nothing wrong with the direction.
Right.
Didn't really notice the score.
Me either.
What'd you think about the cinematography?
Well, I thought that nice looking picture. It was like I kept thinking this. The good visible night scenes were great. And the score, I wanted a little more. I felt like it could have enhanced the movie.
Yeah, sitting back, I can't even remember the score, but that's how much the story gripped me. So
yeah, that's true.
I thought the production design was really good. They did it. Whoever picked out the locations and the sets within New Orleans really did a good job.
Yeah, because the view of the results of Katrina.
Yeah, they showed a lot of the devastation from Katrina, and still, 10 years later, the city still has a lot of problems left over. Really, there weren't any special effects other than, some gunfight scenes and some fighting and stuff. I thought the editing was okay. What'd you think about the pace?
I thought it moved along at a good speed. I thought it was fine, and the dialogue, it left you a lot to think about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is a really good movie. I think it has a very strong message. I think everybody needs to see this.
Me too. And it just was well done. Everything about it. You sit down, you get pulled in. That's that.
Yeah, so. The opening scene pulls you in. I mean, right off the bat, you go, yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. So,
and I appreciated the runtime as always. They told a great story.
Kept it under 2 hours.
Right. Premiered a great movie, all under the amount of time that you start to get antsy.
All right. Black and Blue. Both April and I give this movie 4 stars. We really think you should go see it. Support this movie. It's well worth it.
Absolutely. And we will see you at the movies.
And once again, if you haven't already done so, please tell a friend about the podcast. We really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. See you at the movies.
See you at the movies.